not gonna trust anything until I get to the actual video. So far, not seeing anything on the other device. Okay, YouTube, my phone is being a bit of a butt. Hang on a second. Hang on, everyone. There it is. There. I need this because I need to properly see the chat. Otherwise, I'm not going to even be able to see what you guys are typing. So, anyways, good early morning, everybody. We're going to be working more on the Howling manga today. And hopefully, we can get her done pretty fast. So, yeah. So, just to show you guys where we are, because I did take a break yesterday because I just didn't feel like streaming, so I just took a little break from streaming and got some work done on my own. So we're just gonna go over what we just worked on yesterday. So we basically continued the situation conversation between Drusilla and what's her face Dahlia. So we basically have her confirming the sound of this pretty much because demons can light cigarettes with their fingers. It's basically what the third panel is. Then we just have Dahlia taking a drag and saying her own words. And then we worked on this one where Drusilla is informed. She asks, Dahlia, hey, why do I need to be careful? And now we're going into the next part where Dahlia tells, what's her face? Drusilla about the dangers of Halloween, for demons anyway. And then that's yesterday's work. So, as in stuff that I do outside of the Halloween manga. I missed drawing certain stuff, so I drew it. So, yep, we're just going in. So hopefully everyone's having a good early morning. As I said before, you need to. Are you talking to somebody? Yes, I'm live right now. Why? Because. Is that a guy or a girl? Guys, you're gonna give me copyright claim on. Sorry about that, guys. My mom is just, yeah. Hello. Oh, God. How do you say that? I apologize if I say your name wrong. Sakos? Sakos? Sakakos 100? I am so sorry if I say that incorrectly. It sounds foreign for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just a random, like, type on the computer or the keyboard and just make that your username kind of thing. Okay. So I know exactly where we're going, but it's a Greek name. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Uh, Again, sorry about the like the taps, but this is the only way that I can do this. And if the stream just suddenly dies, I apologize. YouTube has been one buggy bitch lately, and it's not my fault. For some reason, like in the last stream, I'll explain exactly what happens. The stream crashes, and usually when I could reset it, because when it crashes, I usually can just reset it and it's fine. I'll probably have to make another stream because YouTube devs are fucking idiots. So, I don't know, guys. All right, let's make a panel 1. Like that. What are you gonna draw? I'm working on a project that I'm doing for October. So it's basically a Halloween special manga. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't say that. Okay, now how do I want to portray this? So we had Dahlia basically say, okay, but only because you asked so nicely. So she'd be explaining to Drusilla pretty much. So I'm just going to kind of do something like that. You can draw manga. I suck at it. It's just a lot of practice. It's just a lot of practice. And eventually you get it. Trust me, when I started, I was bad. Very bad. Like, I was really bad at it. Basically, you can draw manga if you can draw anime style. Anime style is the key to drawing manga. That's how everyone starts? Yeah. Exactly. Okay, interesting. How do I do this? I guess I could go like something like this. Okay, sorry, I'm having to draw very weirdly right now. Okay, just go something like that for a minute. Turn this stupid feature off. I don't know why this is here. My way of drawing is basically put a placeholder thing in there and then work around it later. So usually not everything that I do at first is going to be perfect. Not at all. Okay. I want to start a YouTube career. Any tips? Honestly, you've just got to keep trying. You just got to try and do your best because, well, the first thing I wouldn't worry about with your YouTube career, don't worry about like payment. Don't worry about getting monetized. Because trust me, YouTube monetization is not all it's cracked up to be. But I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying don't rush. Like, don't worry about rushing to that because it's really not all it's cracked up to be. Plus, it's really hard nowadays. I happen to get monetized. Jeez, I don't know when. I had over 1,000 subscribers because that was still a requirement. I had the right amount of watch time. I don't care about being monetized. Perfect. Then the only thing I need you to put into your head is be persistent. That's the best way you're going to get noticed. It's going to be very slow at first. Trust me, it will be slow because that's just how the YouTube algorithm works, and that's just how the cookie crumbles, my friend. It's not your fault. It's the YouTube algorithm, 110%. The algorithm is not a fair thing. And the only way you can get noticed is if you either, one, catch lightning in a bottle with something, or if you stay persistent. And trust me, it's not easy. Okay. Let's do her eyeball, which is right at this point of the face. What kind of eyebrows does she have? Oh yeah, her eyelashes. She's got the one with the one triangle at the end. But if you want to do it just for fun, go right ahead. But if you eventually get to a point where you want to take it a little step further down the road, then go for it. But you just need to be aware of the risks and stuff like that. I don't get how What the heck? I don't get how actual good creators are so underrated and all those brain rot creators are so overrated. That's because be, that's because the top creators do stupid stuff, and that's basically what catches the audience eye the most. People like let me say this. People like to see people get hurt. That's just a fact. What do people do when people get hurt? They laugh. So people would rather watch that than someone do something that's actually, productive. That's just how humanity is nowadays. It's sad, but it's just the algorithm. I know, it's not fair. Trust me, I know. I've been a YouTuber for how many years now? Almost 10? No, I have been a YouTuber for 10 years. So I've been a content creator for 10 years, and only recently did I hit 10K subscribers. That's crazy to think. It took me 10 years to get 10K subs. But that's just because I 110% blame TikTok. TikTok is the reason the algorithm is the way it is. I'm sorry, but it's true. It has brain rotted people to the point of where they just watch garbage, and yeah, now it's the norm. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, 10K was definitely a humongous accomplishment. Okay. Yep, that's about the right angles that I want. But yeah, I caught. My case was catching lightning in a bottle. I happened to get into something that was humongous at the time, and I didn't realize it. I did not realize how big it was until, well, suddenly my sub rate basically jumped, and yeah, ever since then it just climbed. And recently I basically called it quits on that because, well, here's another important fact about content creation. Eventually, you're going to have to expand your horizons. Because if you don't, it's just not going to end well for you. You're going to get stuck in a box, and it's basically going to be the same thing over and over and over and over again. TikTok is kind of ass. Yeah, I agree, but here's the thing: 99% of the population. Well, I wouldn't say 99. I would say like 70% of the population would rather just scroll through rather than take time to watch, a good video. That's just how it works anymore. Sad, but it's true. Like back in my day, when I was like a kid, you had to use your imagination. There was no phones, there was no internet. You had to use your imagination to come up with something. Either that or read a book. Oops. Okay, I need to get this nose length correct, which I believe is about right there. But if you ever want to learn how to do manga, the only thing you really need to do is just, uh, you just really need to learn how to draw anime style. Not only that, you also just need to probably research manga style because it took me a while to learn how to properly do a manga. It's definitely not easy. It takes research. But I basically seriously, but I basically went to different like mangas and looked at the art styles and how they portrayed the pages. Watched manga recaps on YouTube to take a look at that as well. And yeah, I basically took some little tidbits from it and just kind of applied it to my own style. Simon at oh, hello, jeez Louise, Savion Carson Ochoko. I have no idea. I am sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Uh, I saw a man asking a kid, "What's your favorite cartoon?" And he didn't know what a cartoon was. Like, damn, am I getting old? Exactly. Like, yeah. Nowadays is just not a good time to be alive, if I'm being completely honest. I know it sounds sad, but it's true. All right, now we gotta give her hair. So the hair. Call me Ochoko or Savion. It's common. Okay, since Savion is a lot more easier to say, I'll go for that. Okay, so whoops. So her hair goes to the middle of the head, kind of idea, and comes down kind of like that. But I think that this kind of straightens out. Keep in mind, I'm not really used to drawing these characters, even though I'm the one who created them, but they're still not easy to draw. Came here to see art streams, got this, saw this, got interested. Well, welcome. I appreciate you joining us today. Well, me, whatever. Uh, yeah, we're working on a Halloween manga that I'm hoping to get done before October, but yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Been working on it ever since June and maintaining a ratio of 2 pages per day. It's definitely not been easy. It's definitely been there's definitely been moments where I'm like, ugh. How far back do her things go? Well, let me just kind of put that in there and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think you would even see that. Are there any other specific things that I need to tell her? Because she's got a lot of details. She's got the lips that I do know. She's got like a very, very expressive lips. The circle things. No, I think that's about it. Might not be the same art style, but hey, it's art. It's art. Art is art, and with within sight, within sight, it's art. If you don't subscribe, then nowadays it's like if you don't subscribe, then then the devil, then you'll love that. Yeah, exactly. This is why I don't in my content, uh, like say anything like you should subscribe to my channel. No, I don't like that. That feels like I'm forcing people or trying to persuade or manipulate people into joining my content. The way I see it is only if you like my content should you even subscribe. And if you like my content, then you hit the subscribe button. And if you basically they'll hit the subscribe button if they're interested. That's basically how it goes for me. I don't like to force people to subscribe to me because that's just stupid. Okay, this is her hair layer, right? Yes. Okay, let's give her a little bit of some hair stuff. Some little details just to kind of make her look a little bit more realistic. Well, not realistic, but just to make her hair look a little bit more, detailed. But right now right now I'm just kind of drawing it out and trying to just get the basis done. And then the coloring shouldn't be that bad, but considering this is over 100 pages long, I'm definitely going to have to get my butt on it once it's done. I've seen too much brain rot at this point. I think drawing is the only thing to get out of this devolving of people. For real. I think laughability is more acceptable because he says if you only like or love the video, you can but if you don't, well, you don't. I just don't like to make people feel like they have to subscribe. That bugs me. I don't like that. I'm a guy who basically lets people make their own decisions. They're human. They can make their own decisions. Whoops. They're big. They're big. They're big. Strong adults. They can do what they want to do. All right, perfect. I feel like that is pretty good for what we need. By the way, as I said before, if the stream suddenly if it just crashes, don't worry, I'll be right back up. But lately YouTube has been a butt to me, and if it crashes, I have to start a new stream once. I don't know why it's doing this. It's like ever since that YouTube last updated, it's just been broke. Okay, need to focus. Dahlia. Okay, she says, well, only because you asked so nicely. What the hell? Oh, that's a. Oh, I see, I see, I see. You see. Sibling. But hey, at least I found a career who doesn't use AI for art. No. The only thing I've ever used AI for, and keep in mind, this isn't to use it for the artwork itself. I use it mainly as a like tool. Like if I can't find a specific pose or like thing that I need in order to progress, then I'll just go to like an AI generator and be like, uh give me this. And usually it's pretty good about being accurate. Like one thing that I remember that this case was under was the armpit. I was drawing something where a character had their arm up, and I can never for the love of me remember what the armpit looks like underneath. And I just needed a reference to figure it out. It's never traced, it's never used in the main art. Now, when I first started, I would trace over AI stuff, but it was mainly just to learn how to draw the body itself. I never like traced it one for one, just the outline. This was just to kind of train my brain on how to like how things are shaped and how things are, done, like how you draw the human body. Let's see. Said hi. I think that might have been a little mistake. Like almost every game has at least some kind of AI art. The only game that I appreciate and love is Give Me Your Best. The only videos I've had loved liked are horror videos that can be both scripted or almost real, and that uses some kind of coding or historical parting. Whoops. I'm not really sure what you mean by that, but here's the thing, guys. AI has been used in stuff for a long, long time. It's only now just being a huge thing because, well, it's big right now. But ever since you heard that automated voice message on a phone, that's AI. AI has been in many, 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 many things long before it became big in like AI art and shit. Sure, it's abused as shit right now, but it's also used in it's been used in games and everything since long before. Almost every game that you've played has some sort of AI in it, mainly because coding. You see, my dear sibling. Dot dot dot. Whoa, that's big. Let's bring that size down a little bit. Okay, yeah, that definitely needs to be a little bit more bigger. There we go. Now we can see you. But I want the stroke to be black. Okay, bring that down just a little bit. There we go. On Halloween. Really? Sorry. Sorry, guys. But can I see how many viewers there are? Yeah, I don't know. On Halloween. Keep in mind, this is not like set in stone or anything. I'm just kind of putting something in place. Not and. An event. Oh my god, if I can spell. An event. pen, really? Yeah, welcome to my stream. My pen that I use also randomly turns off, and it's really frustrating. On Halloween, an event occurs that allows demons both good and bad to escape, not escape, leave, not leave. What's the word I'm looking for? To escape. It's the only word that's coming up that really works here, but I'm not trying. A Halloween event occurs that allows demons, both good and bad, to escape. I guess escape works. Escape hell. Okay. I think I want a lot more text here, so let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, we're at 44 there. You see, my dear sibling, on Halloween, an event occurs that allows demons, both good and bad, to escape hell. An event that causes, that rouses, no, that attracts attention. Attention from heaven, leading to an event that attracts attention from heaven, leading our greatest threat to pen. Stop, please. An event that attracts attention from heaven, Leading our greatest threat. Straight to Earth to make sure, to assure we don't cause problems. This is the trickiest part of any manga, is just trying to move these things around and making them fit correctly. See, my dear sibling, on Halloween an event occurs that allows demons, both good and bad, to escape hell. You just don't want it too cluttered, but you also want it to be readable. 36. Okay. This is where you just got to kind of tinker around until you figure it out. Six, right? That can work. You see, my dear sibling, on Halloween, an event occurs that allows demons, both good and bad, to escape hell. An event that attracts attention from heaven, leading our greatest threat straight to Earth to assure we don't cause problems. Are they the same size? 36. 36. Okay, let me just see if I can maybe fit that a little bit better. 39 should be fine. Excuse me. Much better. But I don't like how much space is in there, so I think what I'm going to do is put that in a bubble. Or a balloon. Okay. That probably needs to be flipped upside down. And shrunk a little bit. Technically, that should work. Just pull that down a little bit, should be fine. Better? Nope, mine is a little into the box or whatever. So we need to pull that up just a little bit more. like I said, it's just a matter of taking your time. This is the trickiest part of this. Oh, God. If what I need to draw next is what I think I need to draw next, oh dear. Alright, panel 2. Inktober left me completely scarred, guys. It did. It left me completely and utterly scarred. That fucking angel. Yeah. So there's two things I can do here. I can either go something like her eye opens, or I could draw what she's actually describing. But if I'm drawing what she's describing, I need to do it correctly. And I guess it wouldn't be too difficult. Whoops. It wouldn't be too difficult to do it. Not at all. We just have to do it silhouetted. Whoa. Okay, let's not do that. That's more of an American style of doing comics. Or the proper term for it would be Western. It's hard to get right down that middle part. That's close. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to portray this. Oops, not there. I need a straight line tool. Actually, that's not the straight line tool. That straight line tool sucks. Let's just turn this guy up. No. Okay, that's underneath, right? Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of haphazardly draw this because we don't really need to put a lot of detail here, because we're just trying to symbolize something like half human, half angel kind of stuff going on. You know, that's technically what does not happen. So we don't need to be absolutely perfect here. Head kind of looks like a balloon right now, but that's okay. I'm trying to be perfect by any means. Oh, just a warning, I will have to go out around probably 9:30 to take care of my dog that is barking right now. It only takes me about 15 minutes though. All right. That chin is massive, but again, I don't think it's really important. We don't need to really get it completely perfect. Because all we're gonna do is just draw the like silhouette of a girl. That's mainly what we're doing here. We're just drawing like the outline of a girl and then filling her with black paint pretty much. So this won't take that long. Okay, go ahead. So this would be the normal pose. Okay. Shoulders. Whoa, too far down. Okay, we're just gonna do this the easy way. Needs to be more straight anyways. Too far out. Again, too flat. God. Hey, one thing, it's another. There we go, finally. Don't know why that gave me so much trouble, but apparently it did. Thought for me it was on the same layer. Okay, we've got some shoulders. All right. Well, it is the outline. I do like to be consistent, so we're definitely gonna have to draw out some stuff. Whoa. Something like that. But again, we don't have to be absolutely perfect. So it is going to be a little off. I can tell that one's way too high, but it's fine. We're just trying to get a basis. Now the body sides. This makes drawing her chest a lot more easier. All right, there, yeah. I don't think the boobs are really going to matter. But I like to be consistent, so. going to kind of draw a pair. These are mainly used as guides, not as like a thing that's actually relevant. No, this ain't one of those mangas. Nor could I even stream that, otherwise YouTube would be on my ass. Okay, close enough. Yep. Alright. Now, we need to have her just kind of, I don't know, just kind of standing there. So let's find where her midsection would be, which is probably about right here. Again, it's a guide for the legs, because it symbolizes where everything is going to connect. Stabilizer. Whoa, what the hell? Okay. Her little bump where the pelvic bone would hold out is a little too large. That'll work for what I need to do. It'll work. Back this up just a little bit. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Because I think her legs need to be a little more straight. More that kind of size. The legs are always a tricky one for me. I do not know why, but they are. They are very tricky. No. Then we get to this part, which is really fun. The goddamn knee joint. Which in all retrospect should not be that difficult to deal with, but it is. It's basically just a diamond. But my stabilizer is making this way more difficult than it needs to be. I mean, it works for what I need. It's definitely not perfect, but no, I'm gonna get that a little bit more closer. Okay, you're going off. You're really starting to piss me off. I gotta remember that knee joint is not small. It's pretty big. But that does not look right at all. And I think it's because I might have the legs just a little short. Not short, but this part doesn't go down far enough, is what I'm saying. Maybe the diamond shape would like go right there somewhere. Keep in mind, guys, I don't draw this angle too much, so it's definitely not easy. It kind of looks more like a leg. It just doesn't look right. It's cab. I'm not drawing that stuff right now. I'm not taking requests, nor do I take requests. Right now, I'm working on my content. That's close enough. That is close enough. I'll take it. Copy, paste. About right there. I think I might know what's wrong. Since this tends to happen quite a bit. But again, I don't think we need to really get the legs 110% correct. But it will bug me if I don't fix it. So let me just, yeah. Because the thighs are really one of the biggest bitches. Whoops. Okay, back you up a little bit. Nope. Okay, now we just don't have any anatomy. I do not know why these legs are giving me the biggest shit imaginable right now, but they are. But yeah, don't come up in here asking me to draw your crap when it clearly says in the stream title that I'm working on something. It's irritating. Let me see if I just do this. No, there's still no anatomy to those legs. It's crazy. Oh well. She's gonna be a silhouette anyways. Doesn't really fucking matter. Okay. Let's just give her some arms and see what happens. Okay. Her arm goes. Okay, so if I'm doing that kind of a pose, your arm kind of goes out like that. It goes down towards my body. I think I'm just gonna do a standard pose. Like I said, we don't need to be perfect. For some reason, Macro is not agreeing with me today. On any other day, it'd be fine. God, I swear, every time I'm live. Way too much. Okay. Then if I just bring this down, should be fine. Yeah, that'll work. Forearm, it'll work. Uh-oh, did I forget to switch to another layer? Yes, I did. Oh, well. I'll just connect it. Okay, that shoulder is definitely not connecting like the other one does. But I think, no, it's actually pretty damn close. Where is those shoulders at? Right there. Let's get rid of the shoulders. Okay, that don't look too bad, besides the boobs, of course, but I don't think we're really worried about that. So, let's see. I think I know what's wrong with the legs, but it's not really necessary, so not worried about it. I also think that the head is a little off still, but that's normal. Oh yeah, it's definitely off. Getting the head shape correct is really difficult. Especially when you've got a freaking feature that does not want to behave. That'll work. Because that's going to be covered by hair anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. That's the chin. Where is that chin hiding? Right there. Okay, I think we've got a body outline. So I'm actually going to probably copy that, just because I plan to probably do some copy paste in the next one. Did I paste it? No, I did not. Okay. Paste. And like I said a gazillion times before, I'm not the first or the last person to do that. It's very common. Alright. I think we just give her some locks and see where that goes. Don't have to go full 100% here. We can go a little cool, but is it really necessary? Eh. Definitely not suitable for an angel. You want your hair to be short. Okay, maybe if I can get this stupid thing to work. Okay. I see what we need to do, and that's we need to connect that to the right spot. Basically the shaping of the head. Okay, that looks a little too bumpy, so let's try and fix that. A lot more flatter. No. Yeah, more like kind of a shape. Okay, I can see that. So what I actually need to do is I need to go back to that one. It is important that you get this at least somewhat correct. Otherwise, it's not going to look right. We need to go back to the, go back to the head. That's not it. Is it 25? Yes, it is. And connect that a little bit more rounded. Okay, that's part of the head. Okay, that I can, that's fine. That I can work around. Okay. Trying to decide if I want to do it this way or another way. Where's that midpoint? What? Oh, there it is. All right, let's put that underneath. I didn't say that, you dipwad. Oh, the body. I need to get the body up to the normal size. I also need to erase those lines underneath. Whoops. That should do the trick for an outline. Where's that circle? Right there. Is this anything? I don't think so. So now let's fill her in. Now you'll see why it wasn't really important to do the details perfectly. Kind of looks like Drusilla. Oh, that's weird. That's actually kind of weird. What the fuck? Let's do this in real time. Nope. Yep, fill that in, fill that in. It's always these little gaps that are the biggest pieces of shit. Why don't they fill? Why can't they just be good? Oh, I know one thing that I did forget. I don't know, it's just a motif that I like to do for characters. I love these things. Don't ask why, I just like them. It's a motif that I like. Excuse me. Did I need to do that? No, I did not need to do that. Okay. Let's fill in these little gaps. All right. That looks like the outline of a female. And set the text. So actually what I could have done, yeah, I'm just going to do that. So let's just erase these, or get rid of them. Get this one, because how I'm planning to do this. Oh God, I'm not looking forward to this. You guys need to understand how Inktober 2025 went. You need to understand. I hated it. Just one piece broke me. It completely broke me. If it attracts attention from heaven, leading our greatest threat straight to earth to assure we don't cause problems. Move that to the left. Are known as earthly Can I fit that in there? Guardian. Yep. Angels. Indetectable. They are undetectable. Okay. They are undetectable. Look just like a regular human. Okay, let's push human down. And will not hesitate to kill demons. To kill a demon. It touches. I don't like that. Kill a demon. Who messed. Okay. I know what I can do. So these threats are known as earthly guardian angels. Look just like a regular human. Okay, so we could go from human on the opposite side. You dumbass. So what I need to do is grab all that, please. Copy. And then go back here. Do this again. This is the trickiest part of any manga. It's true. This is the trickiest part, trying to get everything into the right spots. Oops, not there. They're undetectable, look just like a regular human. What's another word for undetectable that's shorter? Good question. Undetectable. They are hidden. Hidden's a good word. They are hidden. Whoa, if I could spell. Look just like regular human. You asshole. Sorry, guys. Regular human. Oh my god. Okay, so that is definitely not gonna fit. So I'm probably gonna have to lower the size of the text a little bit. That's fine. Nope. Needs to be shrunk. 36. Yeah, that's fine. They are hidden, look just like a regular human. I'm trying to think if I can maybe split this up a little bit. What if I did something like that on the opposite side? Then move this into place. They're hidden and look just like a regular human. So now I can move this around a little bit to kind of fit that area. Let's see. Like I said, this is just a matter of patience and just kind of moving things around until something happens. Look just like a regular human. So it needs to go down. Either that. This is not adjusted to the goddamn right. You lie. There's a fucking space there. Oh, I know why that's happening. I know why that's happening. So I just probably do something like that. They're hidden, look just like a regular human. Okay. So this is where we would go into the next panel. Because there'd be like some like details behind her or something like that. Just to kind of give her, just to kind of fill that space. I do not like how the text is formulated. It looks like shit. Like, it just doesn't look right. It looks like it needs to go down like further. So maybe... That's what I mean. This is the hardest part of the entire process. Just like a regular human. See, that looks way more better. It's more even with the other side. That looks way more even. I like that much better. Like a regular human. Then this guy, or girl, would just go to the opposite side. It's basically the same exact thing, except we're going to add a certain detail that makes her different. Okay, now comes the fun part. But luckily they're going to be silhouetted, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. But I do need to turn off that shadow. It's not really a shadow, it's more of a... Okay. So do I redraw the hands here, or the arms? Or do I just kind of assume where they would go? like I said before, we don't need like a lot of detail here. We just need an outline of a girl. What the fuck? Well, that somehow got connected with the legs. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because I think this would work regardless, not that, is turn the opacity of that down. We need a new layer. Okay. Because what I want is her kind of like holding a lance and like having like a pair of wings in the back. Thing is, I haven't drawn a freaking pair of wings in a long time, so this will be interesting. Well, let's just see. So if I were to go something like, where's the turning thing? I just turned that. And just kind of go across like that. Too much. Much better. That's the thing with silhouette type of stuff. You can get away with a lot. Like you can cheat a shit ton. No. Okay, so we've got a staff, kind of, sort of. Oh, symmetrical shapes, I love them, I hate them. That'll work well enough. Okay, then at the bottom we could do like a kind of idea. Like I said, we don't have to be perfect here. We can just do something like that. It'd be fine. Okay. I'm curious what this would look like. If there's any way to make this easier, I'm definitely going for it. So let's just kind of put her in black again. I'm just going to do this. No. This is mainly a test. Okay, she needs to have some kind of like arm protrusion. Or it could be her walking away. That's also an option. Okay. Then let's do her wings. Fuck, how do you draw wings? If you guys cannot tell, I am terrible at drawing wings. I don't draw angel wings very often. Is it like that? No, that's more butterfly shaped. So if I were to go clear over here, just looking, it's looking like butterfly wings, like fairy wings. I need bird wings. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks. What do angel wings actually freaking look like? Give me just a second, guys. Angel wings. I need a reference. The last time I tried angel wings, I couldn't find shit. Angel wings. I need to know what these look like from the back. Okay. So they have a bump. That's a perfect example. Bump. That comes from the back. And then it goes up like that. Probably more like that. Then it comes from the body. Those are some wide wings. So I actually need to connect that more to her back. Like more closer to where the wing actually originates from. Like if you guys don't know the story of the angel wings, you need to go watch the short that explains everything. It's Inktober last year, and it was, I want to say it was week, or excuse me, I want to say it was the 14th one because it was the end of week 2. Like I don't hate the result, but good God, was making it a pain in the ass. Okay, then we just need to add the feather details pretty much. Like I'm not kidding you, it's a watch. Oh, my favorite part. The insanity. Drawing the same shape over and over again. So my result of this is pretty much just draw like different length like daggers pretty much that connect, that are like interconnected to one another. That's my result. Okay, we are getting kind of a wing structure. A little shorter. Okay, that looks a little too rounded. Okay, that doesn't look too bad right now. then it had like some stuff going on up here as well. But this is more just for a lot of little triangles. Hell, oh, let me just combine these. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that because I've still got to do the other side. And I don't know if we're going to be doing more pointy triangles than on this side. So I'm just going to continue the wings. Guess we'll see when we get there. This is the only part about this manga that I was fucking afraid of when I got to this point. Something like that. Alright. Let's see about that. Oh, we gotta add our halo too. Okay, how far does this expand on the opposite side? If you think I'm redrawing that, yeah, no. Okay. But see, I didn't connect one. Mainly because I couldn't see. Alright, let's set the black. Okay. These actually don't look that bad, which I'm thankful for. They look like wings, but yeah, definitely not the best angel wings. Still gotta add our halo too. Let's see. Alright. Where are the wings at? Right there. Okay, I don't need all this. It's actually not that bad, but good God, guys. If I'm not joking, if you could see the amount of shit I had to go through for that Inktober piece, you'd understand why I'm scared of the mention. You will understand why I am scared of the mention of any kind of wings. Because I know, I'm like, is it angel wings again? Like, that's literally me. Okay, let's fill these voids with more wings. Worse than the Siren's Tail. The Siren's Tail was bad, but nothing compared to those wings. And I honestly just made it harder on myself than I needed to. Well, mainly because I'd never drawn angel wings before. So that's probably why. No, I'm going to have to copy paste the wings again. No, well, that's not that bad. And that's why I'm just kind of simplifying them right now. Making them much more easier on myself. But hopefully this project just helps me to get better at drawing angel wings. Not to mention just a lot more things in general. Because the next thing we gotta draw is no less annoying because it's a symmetrical shape. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Mainly because I have a tool that makes it a lot more easier. Oh, I see a spot I missed. I mean, okay, it doesn't look the worst. Could definitely be better, but where's that at? Right there. I'm gonna have to copy paste the wings again. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it looks like a wing. It's a little weird, but it does look like a wing. And that's all that matters to me. As long as it looks like a wing, that's all I care about. Come on. Oh, I forgot to flip that. Come on. Ew. Let's see what I did. What am I looking at? Hold on. What is that? And why? Okay. Let's just kind of give her some little default wings right here. Got some little details in between. What am I looking at? Great question. I have no idea. Oh, it's when I'm gonna have to really focus on drawing the details and stuff for like actual, like when the characters are on screen. That's when it's gonna suck. That is when it is gonna fucking suck. Yeah, something like that. 917. Okay. Like those wings last year, they just traumatized me. They did. They traumatized me. Siren's Tail did too, but nothing close to the angel wings. Don't worry, we'll fill the gaps. It's just gonna have to be done manually. Not the worst thing in the world. It's always like those little ones down at the bottom. Whoops. Definitely not anything close to my first attempt at Angel Wings. Not even close. It's still a little insanity inducing, but not the worst thing in the world. Just a bunch of triangles. Just a bunch of pointy triangles. Pointy curved triangles. I mean, yeah. You could say that she's either looking away or towards you. I mean, that looks like an angel to me. She's only missing one little detail, and that is her halo. So we're just going to use the oval tool for that. And we're actually going to do this right. That is going to be fucking tricky. Let me put that in a separate track. That way I can move it around. That is tricky. That's probably something I'm going to have to do manually. And very, very carefully. Not with the oval tool. But I feel like I'm missing another key thing. We've got the wings, we've got the halo. Okay. I think she looks pretty damn good. Those wings definitely came out a lot more better than I thought they would, so that's good. Very, very good. And after all that, oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. So let's just put these guys underneath. What is this? Ew. Let's get rid of that. Alright. Rename that panel 3. Woo! We got past the angel wings, guys. It's definitely not going to be the last one we're doing, though. Fuck me. Alright. Where the hell am I going to put the text? That's a good question. See if there's something that causes problems. Look just like a regular human. Don't I still have text that I can copy and paste in? Paste. What? There we go. I will not hesitate to kill a demon who... Okay. I think I'm gonna change the text for sure. I will not hesitate to kill a demon who messes. That's the left. Trying to think of how I could do this a little bit better. Who messes with... Oh, I see. To kill a demon who messes. Who will not to kill a demon. God, if only that fucking Halo wasn't right there. Here, let me just do this. Who messes? Actually, let me do this. Let me see if I can get a better font that kind of looks a little bit more scary. Not scary, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Where the fuck is it? There it is. Not that. That one. I will not hesitate to kill a demon who messes. With the order of humanity. And will not hesitate to kill a demon who messes with the order of humanity. Okay, let me take the brushes off. Okay. I know what we need to do. We need to make that a little bit more seeable. Definitely. Okay, I think I know one extra detail that I can add. That's not really bloody. There's the blood. Let's give her spirit ship some blood. And add some drops. Why does this always happen? No. Okay, fuck it. I'll just erase the tip. Okay. So that needs to be turned. it, it'll work. Okay. Read this over. You see, my dear sibling, on Halloween, an event occurs that allows demons, both good and bad, to escape hell. An event that attracts attention from heaven, leading our greatest threat straight to Earth to assure we don't cause problems. These threats are known as earthly guardian angels. They are hidden, look just like a regular human, and will not hesitate to kill a demon who messes with the order of humanity. Okay, we're on to panel 4 now. Hmm. Oh, it's time to do my dog. Perfect timing because I can actually take a little moment to get some fresh air, kind of brainstorm a little bit. So I will be right back in about 15 or so minutes. And we will resume. So, see you back in 15. If if the stream just suddenly if it just suddenly breaks, then don't worry about it. I'll just come back, reset it. We'll be good. It'll be under a new stream probably because YouTube's just a dipshit. But anyways, we've already talked about that. Anyways, I'll see you all in about 15 minutes. All right, we are back. Yeah, took about 20-ish minutes. Looks like the stream, I'm not even going to say anything. Okay, where were we? The Order of Humanity. So, spoiler alert, I haven't really thought of anything to do for these last few panels. Okay, I think I might know what I think I know what I'm going to do. This involves copy paste. So I need to go back to my gallery, get past this stupid ad that for some reason is not going to do what an ad should. Stupid fucking bugs. Okay, let's actually name this while I'm at it as well. We're at 120. Page 120. Crazy. Never would I have thought I would draw that much, but wow. Guess there's a first time for everything, eh, guys? Okay, I need side panel of Drusilla. So, I guess we could go with something like this one. It does need to be a little bit more large. I don't think it's going to necessarily hurt anything if I... This one? Yep. If anybody's got a problem with me doing this, well, I don't care. Paste. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Oh, I need to move her back up as well. Right there. Okay, this isn't going to be that hard to fix. Okay, turn persistent off, turn that off. Where is it? Sorry. Excuse me. What? Oh. Wait, what the heck? Okay, that was weird. I just extend her hair strand. Fix this stupid thing. Is that a secondary one like that? Okay. Sorry, something was on my screen. Okay. So now we need is a text layer. See how much faster that is? I drew the original, so shouldn't be a problem. And her counter would probably be something like, but knowing Drusilla, she would add a cuss. I haven't done anything to fuck with any humans. Okay, let's switch the text again. The font, I mean. But I haven't done anything to F with humans. Nor has Razzle. So why would we even be targeted? Okay. Probably gotta make it a little smaller. Hopefully it's still readable. But I haven't done anything to F humans. What size is that? 28. Perfect. Perfect. But that last part needs to be a question mark, not a period. But I haven't done anything to fuck with any humans, nor has Russell, so why would we even be targeted? Okay. Yeah, I guess I could just copy paste again. I mean, I've drawn all of this, guys. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. So the next one I'd probably use is one where it's side angle with what's her face. Like this one. And if you don't believe I haven't drawn this, look. That was a copy paste. But as you can see, I am more than capable of drawing these things. That was a copy paste too. There. Accusations are subjected. Okay. Is it this one? No, it's this one. The only reason I resort to copy paste is because I'm on a time crunch. And the less work